John Wick's wife Helen dies from a terminal illness, leaving him heartbroken. In an attempt to cope, Helen gifts John a dog named Daisy to keep him company and help him through his sadness. He and his puppy spend their day driving around in his vintage 1969 Ford Mustang Mark I. At the gas station, they encounters Russian gangsters whose leader Yosef Tarasov insists on buying his car, but John refuses to sell it. The Russian gangsters with leader Yosef Tarasov follow John to his home that night, knock him unconscious, steal his car and kill Daisy. Yosef takes the Mustang to a chop shop run by Aurelio to have the vehicle number changed. Upon learning that Yosef killed John Wick's dog and stole his car, Aurelio punches him before throwing him out of his shop. John visits Aurelio, who tells him that Yosef is the son of Vigo Tarasov, the head of a Russian crime syndicate in New York City. Aurelio informs Vigo of Yosef's actions toward John. Vigo beats Yosef, and tells him who John Wick is. John is a former assassin nicknamed Baba Yaga, translated in the film as Russian for the Bogeyman, due to his lethal works. He was considered to be an ungrateful hitman. When John wanted to retire and marry Helen, Vigo gave John an impossible task, implied to involve multiple assassinations in a short period of time. John succeeded, and his efforts were key in establishing the Tarasov syndicate. Vigo tries to talk John out of seeking vengeance, but John silently refuses. Vigo sends a 12-man hit squad to John's house, but they are all killed by John. John then has the bodies professionally removed from his property. After the failed assassination, Vigo puts a $2 million bounty on John's head, also goes to John's mentor Marcus, to offer the contract to kill John. John takes refuge at the Continental Hotel, which is exclusively for the criminal underworld and permits no killing on its premises. When Vigo came to know John Wick is in Continental Hotel, he doubles the bounty for those willing to break the rules to kill John at the Continental. Mr. Winston, the Continental Hotel owner, tells John that Yosef was protected at Vigo's nightclub, the Red Circle. John goes to the Red Circle and kills his way to Yosef, but Vigo's hitman gets in John's way, allowing Yosef to escape. John goes back to the Continental Hotel to patch up his injuries. Miss Perkins, an assassin and former acquaintance, sneaks into John's room to kill him. But Marcus alerts John, allowing him to fight back Perkins. John captures Perkins and forces her to reveal Vigo's location, knocks her unconscious, and leaves her with fellow assassin Harry. However, Perkins frees herself and kills Harry. John raids the little Russian church which serves as Vigo's front, and destroys Vigo's cache of money and blackmail material. When Vigo and his team arrive at the church, John fired at them, but he is hit by the car and captured. Vigo taunts John for thinking that he can leave his old life behind. Before John can be killed, Marcus intervenes again, allowing John to free himself and approach Vigo, who reveals Yosef's location. John goes to Yosef's safe house, kills Yosef and his bodyguards. Vigo beats Marcus for John's information and kills him in his home. Vigo calls John to report this, with the plan to get John killed by Perkins. Perkins was called for a meeting with Mr. Winston, who gets her executed for breaking the Continental's rules. Mr. Winston informs John that Vigo was planning to escape by a helicopter. John drives to the harbor helipad, where he kills Vigo's remaining gangsters before engaging Vigo in a brutal brawl on the dock. Vigo pulls a knife, but, surprisingly, John allows himself to stab him. Then John disarms and fatally wounds Vigo. As wounded, John enters a nearby waterfront animal clinic to treat his wound. He takes with him a pit bull puppy which was scheduled to be put to death. John and dog walk home, along the bridge, where John and Helen had their first date.